It seems that the history of Argentina is divided by historians into four main parts: pre-Columbian time, the colonial period, the period of nation building, and the history of modern Argentina. It seems that the first human settlements existed in southern Patagonia around 13,000 years ago. On this land, people were hunters, food gatherers, or farmers. First Europeans here were Portuguese, and they arrived in the region in 1502. Around 1512, Portuguese discovered the Rio de la Plata in present-day Argentina. In 1536, Pedro de Mendoza established a small settlement at the modern location of Buenos Aires, which was abandoned in 1541. Southern Central America was dominated by Spanish in the next decades. Some regions of today Argentina were part of the Viceroyalty of Peru, a Spanish colony. It was something different in this part of the continent. Unlike the other regions of South America, the colonization of the Rio de la Plata was not influenced by any gold rush. There were not any precious metals. The Spanish established the Viceroyalty of Rio de la Plata in 1776. This year is so familiar. Anyway, colony consisted of today's Argentina, Paraguay, Bolivia, and Uruguay. Buenos Aires developed and became a flourishing port. Spain declined, and as I said in other videos about history of some countries which were former colonies of Spain, after Napoleon campaign in Spain, colonies tried to achieve their independence. Great Britain tried to invade Buenos Aires and Montevideo, but they failed. There were many attempts to remove the local authorities. The Argentine War of Independence was fought between 1810 and 1818 between local patriots and Spanish royalists. The United Provinces of the Rio de la Plata transformed in Confederation of Argentina and then in Republic of Argentina. The defeat of the Spanish was followed by a long civil war between Unitarians and Federalists. Instability existed here until 1880. A federal state was formed in 1853 to 1861, known today as the Republic of Argentina. In World War I, Argentina was neutral despite the United States urging them to declare war against the Central Powers. Neutrality enabled Argentina to export goods to Europe, in particular to Great Britain. The Germans sank 2 Argentine civilian ships. This led just to the expulsion of the German ambassador. Argentina developed and many Europeans migrated here. Economy was good and stable until the Great Depression. After that, in the World War II period, the government was close to joining the Allies, but the people feared that the spread of communism in their country, and the desire was to stay neutral as in World War I. After a coup d'etat in 1943, Juan Domingo Perón emerged as the leader of the country. Argentina broke diplomatic relations with Axis powers. It was in the interest of Argentina to be attached to the winning side, so they declared war on Germany in the last months of the conflict. Instability was present here. The power was changed in 1955. In 1973, Perón came again but died in 1974. Marxist revolutions happened and the military took power in 1976. In 1981, General Videla was succeeded as a president by General Roberto Voila, and he was being replaced by General Leopoldo Galtieri. He ordered to the military in 1982 to occupy the Falklands Island, a territory occupied by the United Kingdom in 1833. Argentine forces had been defeated. The leader resigned and democratic elections were made. The economic situation was not good due to the instability which existed through the decades. But after 1991, the economy instability increased under Menem regime. If the new formed country had just 1 million people back in the 1800s, today Argentina has more than 43 million people. Thanks for watching, consider to subscribe and see you in the next video.